Yay. All right. So once again, I am Valerie Lewis. This is Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. I'm your tarot reader for today. And the way these events work is I do a full and complete tarot and oracle card reading. We start with tarot cards and then we move into oracle cards. If you're on YouTube, I am unable to watch the comments, but thank you so much for watching. This is a group reading. No matter where you are, the messages will come through for you because that's how the divine works. If you are here in this room, you are divinely timed and divinely in the right place, and the divine will get the message that you need to you in this moment. So with that being said, talking about messages, I'm going to ask everyone to personally center themselves. And that just means bring your attention to this present moment. Take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes, shake some of the energies off that you don't need, whatever feels best for you. Call your energy back to this present moment. Let's be completely present. And then we're going to gently ask the divine for what we wish to receive from this reading, from this gathering, from this morning, from this day. Just put that out there to the universe. And then take a deep breath in, release it, and we're going to allow ourselves to receive, listen, and allow the direction, the insight, the guidance to come to us from the divine, through the cards, through the messages, through whatever means has the path of least resistance to benefit and aid us, to uplift us. All right, perfect. I'm feeling good. The energy's feeling good. I feel like it shifted just a little bit. Thank you for all of your intentions. I'm going to sit for just a moment and connect to spirit before I start shuffling the cards. And before I decide what deck we're going to go to today, it's going to be the Vice Versa Tarot. Let me get that out and we will start shuffling. Well, I'm not quite sure what that full link is. All right. Okay. All right. Vice Versa Tarot is the tarot. For those of you who haven't seen me pull from this before, I'll show you the visual. That's what the deck looks like. Oh, my lighting's kind of weird today. I think I'll spotlight myself before I start pulling these cards so y'all can see them, since my lighting is weird. It's the one that has, I'll just pull a card. It has the, let me show you this side. It has the traditional side. This is the Hermit card. And then it gives you, like, if you were standing in this scene with the Hermit, what else would you see? So it gives you a different view of the same scene. It gives you, I really love the authors and illustrators' interpretation of what might else be going on in the scene, because it's not just some fanciful, let me make some make-believe stuff up. It's like a deeper insight into the deeper meanings of each card. So that's why I really like this deck, because once you get familiar with all of the meanings of the tarot, you do start seeking those deeper meanings. And this offers you different perspectives and deeper insight. So that's cool. I know, right, Chris? I love it. I love it. I love this deck. Okay. Spirit, what do we need to know on this fine Monday morning? It's chilly. It's a chilly Monday morning here for me. And I like it. It's interesting. Very interesting. I need one more card. Do I need one more card? Yep. And it's that one. Oh, I think I know who that last card is for. I'm just organizing my cards here and we will get into it. My lighting is really weird today. What's up with that? Okay, first one is we have a knight. Action right off the bat. Get moving. Do what you need to do this week to get things going. I like how it's right off the bat action, and it's cups. It's the Knight of Cups. So maybe cups represents intuition, and it also represents our emotional side. Maybe your intuition has been nudging you. You ought to do that thing. You should do that thing. You should look at this. You should read that new book. Maybe you should go out and do this for a change. You haven't done this in a long time. Has anybody been hearing those little tiny whispers? It's not loud. Spirit is telling me it's not loud. But those little tiny whispers of maybe you should, maybe you should. Your intuition is telling you something, and this knight is coming riding into our reading as the first card to say, take some action, follow your intuition. Take some action, stop thinking about it, stop saying I'll do it later. Follow your intuition. That's what this knight is saying right now. Look how the horse is all the way in the water in this artist's depiction. All the way in the water and holding water. So definitely follow your intuition. Let it lead you. It's a beautiful scene though. See that waterfall in the background? Beautiful, beautiful. So your intuition is going to lead you to a beautiful place. Serene and peaceful. It's what I'm seeing. It's what I'm gathering. I would like to be there right now with the sun shining. So follow your intuition is the first message of the tarot today. It's a knight asking for you to take action. And then we continue. Oh, this is super interesting. The only minor arcana we have in today's pool are all cups. So this is all about your intuition and or your emotional state of being. You'll know which one it's talking to for you. But again, first card, take some action. Take some action. If you're like, no, I'm not really getting hits on my intuition, then maybe it's talking about your emotional state of being. And maybe it's saying, stop sitting and thinking about your emotions and take some action. Are you feeling depressed and you're just sitting and thinking about why you're depressed? Take some action. Go for a walk, go meet friends, pick up the phone. If you don't feel like getting out of the house, take some kind of action to move you out of that funk. If you're feeling great and you're flying high, take some kind of action to share that joy with other people. So it doesn't always have to be the negative side of stuff. And like I said, we're staying with cups. This is the 9 of Cups. And this is I want to say it's the other side for this. I'm definitely going to go to the book to see why there's an angel in this particular depiction. The 9 of Cups is, it's not a 10, but it's almost there. The 9 is when you've walked away from something and you're in that in-between spot before you reach completion, but you've already decided what you need to walk away from. But I feel like this might not be tarotically speaking, but it's definitely energetically coming to me that you have already decided what you need to walk away from, but you're in the process of walking away from it. And so that's why we have the 9. The 10 would show that you're complete and you're done and you have walked away from it. Again, this could be your intuition has been telling you to walk away from something, or this could be your emotional state is asking you, please walk away from this thing. Please let it go so that your mental health, your emotional health does not suffer. because of it. Whatever it is, you're processing through it. You're still in the process of letting it go. I do want to see why there's an angel. So let's see what, oh, this book does not call them cups. It calls them chalices. It's the 9 of chalices. Pardon me. Okay, let's see. The 9, it is the that side. Let me be clearly enunciate. As we look outward with the Duke, so the Duke is the one on the other side, the correct side. He's looking at the 9 cups, but then we see what he sees on the other side of those 9 cups is this angel, which is the side we got. As we look outward with the Duke, the vista is even more beautiful than looking into his opulent ballroom. The calm sea reflects an ocean of stars, and the chalices on the marble balustrade seem to be drinking in the starlight. An airy spirit glides past, holding a golden cornucopia from which will pour whatever the heart desires most. The 9 of Cups is the dreams come true, the wishes fulfilled card in the tarot, one of them. The news is good on this side of the card. The universe is acting in your favor now. Get clear about your hopes and goals so that you can more easily see the path to their fulfillment. Don't limit yourself to small dreams. Don't be afraid to wish for the stars. I love it. So I still feel the advice of this is transitionary. So you are moving out of whatever your last level is, and you're like, okay, what do I want? Okay, I'm gonna ask for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich because before I was eating crackers, and I'm gonna ask for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, I'm gonna ask for the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And Spirit is saying, but you could have steak and potatoes. So why are you limiting yourself? So this is your chance to, you've kind of shed something, you're moving out of something, and you're in this state where you're like, okay, now I can ask, now I feel a little bit clear. And Spirit is saying in this moment, in this new state that you're finding yourself in, don't limit yourself, because then you're just going to repeat the same pattern that you just got rid of. Ask bigger, allow bigger, recognize that the divine is teaming up with you, wishes fulfilled, move forward, all of these things. And then Cups again, another court card though. So then we have the King of Cups. So we have a Knight saying take action, 9 of Cups saying wishes fulfilled, just decide, ask bigger. And then the King of Cups, ultimate completion, pulling everything together and having dominion over it so that it works in accord with what you want and what you are asking and in alignment with the divine. That's what the King represents. It also represents masculine energy, which is confidence, which is leadership, which is that logical side of our brain, the divine masculine at work here. And we have that side, which means we're seeing the other side of his throne. What I know about the court cards in this deck is this side would show you him in all his power, like the fish depiction that's traditional with the Rider-Waite version. That side to me shows where he draws his power from, what sits behind the throne. And we see a dolphin. Can y'all see that? I hope y'all can see that. A dolphin in the water. In the water, stone throne, and a dolphin behind him. Let's see what the book has to say. And how interesting that we're all in the cups, all in the suit of cups today. It's very rare that I draw all from the same suit. I'm listening. I got distracted because Spirit's trying to talk to me. And I'm trying to do a reading. One moment. Cups, because there has, okay, so this is what I'm hearing. Scattered energy. Have y'all been feeling a little scattered lately? Scattered energy is what I heard. Cups is because Spirit is trying to bring, and it's me included. Let me just not say y'all, me included. Scattered energy, and Spirit in today's reading right now in this moment It's trying to bring us a little focus where we're all focused on the same thing. So we're all going to focus on our intuition. If intuition is not a match for you, then your emotional state. It's either your intuition or your emotional state is being represented right now. And Spirit is saying, let's just bring our focus back to that which is the most important. Focus here for just a little while, just a couple of days, and then we'll let the other things fall into place. And that'll help us bring that scattered energy and kind of call it all back to us and keep us grounded. If we can focus on just a couple of things for the next couple of days, and I'm hearing a couple of days, I'm hearing 2 to 3 days. So for the next 2 to 3 days, if you can focus on what is my intuition saying to me? Question number 1. Question number 2, what is my heart saying to me, and where is my heart trying to lead me? Your intuition and your emotional state, to help bring some of that, to help calm some of that scattered energy back down. So now I'm going to tell you what this other side, that side of the card means. And it says inner self. Oh, my bad. On the court cards, it says outer self and inner self, which is kind of what I said, what lies behind. Anyway, by daylight, the king looks out towards the open sea. Light clouds blow in a soft blue sky. A smiling dolphin swims behind his throne. If the big secret of the Queen of Chalices is keeping a core of independence, the king's big secret is his playfulness. That's why he has a dolphin behind him. Most people may have the impression that he lives his life in a state of spiritual earnestness, even solemnity. Probably said that wrong. He's actually quite joyous in his spirituality, happy in his love, and sometimes just plain silly. Those who are closest to him benefit from his lightheartedness, though those in the outer circle may know only his quieter side of wisdom. So he gains his power, his side, one of his truest qualities, his true essence, which he shows to those who are close to him, is his playful nature, his silliness. Yet when he sits on that throne and rules over his kingdom, you see a true king. He knows how to balance his emotions so that he's not just that strict, cold, confident king. Again, we're staying with cups. So he knows how to balance those emotions with playfulness and silliness. Getting in touch with your inner child is often equated with being silly or being less serious. So whatever that means to you in your spiritual practice, it's coming up in today's reading to let you know that if your emotions are what is being called to be brought back into balance, you would benefit from adding some more joy and happiness into your life. I like how it says he's joyous in his spirituality. Can you say that you are joyous in your spirituality? Or does your spirituality seem like a chore, a never-ending task, a spiral that just keeps going on and on? Or do you say, no, I'm quite joyous in my spirituality? Good question to ask yourself. All right, let us see. Where should we go next? The next card. So we have 3 cups and then 2 major arcana. If we can focus on intuition and emotions for the first part of the week, these other cards are going to show us how that focus is going to help shift all areas of our life. And we have Justice, which is all about balance. She's holding the frickin' balance scales in her hand. Justice sometimes points to legal matters. It's equated with legal matters, but I'm gonna tell you what Spirit's telling me. I'm gonna tell you what Spirit's telling me and how it's relating to our reading right now. It is about bringing things back in balance. But again, I'm gonna call in intuition. I know we've been talking about cups. Y'all know where Valorie, where are you seeing intuition? Look at her. She can't see. She can't see. Now, typically, Justice is not blind. So it's interesting that this artist decided to depict her as blind. She's blind because she don't need no stinking eyes. She's got her intuition and her spirituality to guide her. Let your intuition and your heart guide you. That's what Spirit is saying. Let that bring everything back into balance because you haven't been listening to your intuition enough, or your heart has been trying to find its balance in emotional unrest, and you keep pushing it down or not paying attention. I don't have time. I don't have time to cry. I don't have time for an emotional outburst. That's been me. I ain't got time. I got a trip to Denver to plan. Do you think I have time to sit around crying about shit? No, that's been me. So your heart is saying, we need to take some time or everything else is going to go to crap. I'm listening, spirit. We need to take some time with our heart and with our intuition to pull things back into balance. The other thing about this particular deck, can y'all see? I love Egypt. I had a past life in Egypt. Can y'all see this Egyptian figure back here? I'm not going to tell you the whole story. I think I'm right. I believe this is the Egyptian god that has something to do with the process of weighing one heart at the end of their life. And that's what is depicted here. You go before this Egyptian god, you put your heart on one side and a feather on the other side, and it's supposed to weigh your heart against like the good and bad things that you've done in your life. If it balances out, you're able to pass into the glories of the afterlife. If it doesn't, you go down to party with the devil or some kind of shit like that. In any case, the point of the story is at the end of your days, classic story, no matter which religion or what story, at the end of your days, judgment is not the word. At the end of the days, there's an evaluation, and that evaluation does not take place, as we think, in my opinion, from some power that is weighing the good and the bad of our life. That evaluation takes place by you. The end of your days, you look back on your life. Some of us have the glorious opportunity to do so while still in human form. Others of us look back on our life from non-physical form, depending on how we choose to depart. In any case, we have a moment to reflect and to evaluate that which we have done. And so this card is coming up to ask, you can take those evaluations at any moment within your life. You don't have to wait until the end of your days. Take that evaluation now and balance things out so that when you get to the end, you can say, yeah, I've been balancing my books all along. This is going to be an easy task. I already know I done did good. I already know. You want to walk into the end of your life knowing. So take a chance to evaluate your life, whatever area needs evaluation now, while you have the chance. Bring it back into balance with the guidance from above, with the guidance of your intuition, with the guidance of your heart, the guidance of divine. Bring things back into balance. But Valorie, I've been trying to balance things all my born days, and it's just not working out. Tell me again. Tell me again how you don't have the strength to do what the spirit is asking you to do, because spirit's telling you got strength. This is the strength card from the major arcana. And spirit is saying, if you're feeling weary, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like there's just no point to it because I've been doing this for a long time, spirit is saying, you have the strength to make it through this. And not only that, you are so strong. Hear me when I say this. Spirit says this. You are so strong that you have spent your entire life creating your own damn obstacles just so that you can prove to yourself how strong you are by overcoming the obstacles that you created. Because spirit is not creating obstacles in your life. Spirit is guiding you around the obstacles that you created. So you are so strong that you have created these challenges just so that you can prove to yourself in this lifetime that you can overcome them. Strength on both sides. Do y'all see what spirit is trying to say here? You are so strong that you chose this life of challenges because you knew you could overcome them. You created these challenges because you knew that you could overcome them. Somewhere along the way, you forgot. And Spirit's trying to remind you. I'm going to read from the book on this because I really like this card. Because in this particular deck, it says that this is the Empress. The Empress has moved to this card and is now being playful with this lion. So it calls this lady the Empress. She sits in a sunny wheat field with a great male lion. She is smiling as they interact, and it's clear she is in no danger from her feline friend. The lion represents the untamed instinct to kill that comes from an abuse of power, what is called power over. But here it is tamed by the Empress's feminine power from within. She sits at ease upon his flank and playfully opens his jaw, as we might tease a house cat into pretending to be fierce. Power from within is what is being shown here. When you get this card in a reading, you have been holding yourself back or subduing your ambition for fear of overstepping or being too much. The loving strength of the Empress is a balance. Oh, there's that word again, balance again. Balance to any excess of ego. Don't be afraid to access your strengths and put them to good use. Lighten up a bit. Don't take yourself quite so seriously. There's a second advice to lighten up and not take ourselves so seriously. You can be powerful without being overpowering. You know what I liked about this card? I closed the book already before I could complete my sentence. Hold on, let me find it because I want to read exactly how it says it here. It says, she is the balance to any excess of ego. So if you've been afraid of being too much, this card is coming in to show that you're not being too much. This is balanced. Stop fearing your ego and step into that lion, that Leo energy, that fire energy. Show yourself. Don't be afraid of being too much. What does it say here? Don't stop subduing your ambition for fear of overstepping or being too much. I'm going to break from what I usually do because I feel this is relevant. I went to an authentic relating event with our lovely Tim Behrens. Many of you know Tim Behrens from Awkwardly Zen. And one of the exercises we did was, it's called Angels in Your Closet. And it says, for 3 minutes, brag about yourself and see how uncomfortable that is when you do that in a group setting. So I encourage you all to maybe take some of this, quell your fear about having your ego be too much. Your ego is not too much. Your ego is in perfect balance, but you are out of balance because you keep quieting that ego down and subduing what it is you really want because you're afraid of how others people are going to look at you. Spirit is saying, stop worrying about other people. You are fine. And you need to be proud of your accomplishments, and you need to roar like that Leo and let the world know how amazing you are in this moment. So maybe that's a journaling prompt for you all. Angels in Your Closet is what the exercise is called. Maybe for 3 minutes, you can either talk into your mirror. Maybe you do want to talk with a friend. Just say, hey, let's do this exercise, do it with a friend, or just journal about it for 3 minutes. What are the things I'm most proud of and most accomplished? Most proud of the things I have accomplished in my life. Do that and see how it feels. Does it make you feel kind of awkward, off-putting to brag about yourself for 3 minutes? Are you like, hell yeah, I got shit to brag about? In any case, that's the tarot cards. Let's move on to Oracle. I hope that has helped you, given you some insight. Let's see, what Oracle deck should we go to? I should go to Believe in Your Own Magic, since we just talked about all of the bragging on yourself and letting yourself shine through. I'm not feeling that one though. Spirit said Divine Masculine is being called for, because you are being called to step out, to be more confident in yourself, are the words I'm hearing. I was going to say something else. Spirit said to be more confident in yourself. And that's Divine Masculine energy. What did I do with my box already? So, Divine Masculine deck, we have Gods and Titans. That's what I call my Divine Masculine deck. Now, this is interesting. The God we got is Hypnos was the god of sleep. I could use a nap. Anybody else can use a nap? Let's see what his message is. Hypnos. I haven't pulled him before. Being aware and spiritually awake is vital to developing our highest potential. Allowing full rest is vital to self-care. I will read just a little bit of his background and then we'll get into the meaning of his card. Hypnos, the Greek god of sleep, was born from Nyx, night, the dark mother. Artists often picture him hand in hand with his twin brother, Thanatos, who is death. Often the brothers shadow each other in their work. Interesting. I've never even heard of Hypnos as a Greek god. Shows you how much I know. Hypnos is generally seen as a benevolent and relief-inducing deity, and he is honored for his place in well-being and health. I love it. Okay. Our world is busier than ever, and sometimes getting a decent night's sleep can be difficult. You can always call upon Hypnos to assist you in times where stress, study, worry, or insomnia has robbed you of your sleep. In our modern lives, there is another time that Hypnos favor should be courted. In anesthesia. If you are undergoing an operation, why not give a little libation to Hypnos prior to the procedure, as it is Hypnos who will be guiding the hand of your anesthesiologist as he or she artfully sends you into a painless sleep. Interesting. I like it. If Hypnos isn't granting you his gift of rest and uninterrupted sleep, it will have substantial effects on your body and mind. Those who can't sleep experience negative effects related not only to mental ability, but also to metabolism, weight, concentration, decision-making, and vision. Our bodies need to sleep and dream in order for our brains to rest and process things accurately. Interesting. Spiritually speaking, if we remain asleep to our potential, there's that dream big, ask bigger coming into play. If we remain asleep to our potential, our reality, and our powerful path, it benefits no one. Awaken, dear sleeper. I like that. Hypnos. So you know how we call on, some of us do, we call on like Archangel Michael to bring his sword and cut the cords that might be holding us back. We call on protection energies to come in. You don't have to believe in these gods as deities to call on the energy of sleep or the energy of Hypnos. Put it in whatever context you want, but you can call in specific energies wherever you call them in from to assist you with these things. And sometimes it's just that little bit of extra focus that really helps manifest what you're saying. So maybe you've been 45 days without sleep, and every night you go to sleep, you're like, dear gods, help me sleep. Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying that's wrong. But if you're 45 days in, maybe a little bit of additional focus where instead of dear guides or dear whoever help me sleep, maybe you're focused a little bit more and you're like, please send the energy of sleep to me. Please help these energies that are aware of my best interest in finding my best path to finding sleep to come in and comfort me and relax me and send me into a nice, peaceful night's sleep. So maybe just being a little bit more specific is why we pulled this card, to help you, to aid you in finding that rest that you need. So that was from Gods and Titans. I feel like it does still tie into our, I'm having to bend all the way over, tie into our topic of finding balance, because you can't find balance if your body is out of whack. If your body's not getting the sleep and rest it needs, your brain's not getting the sleep and rest it needs, your spirituality and everything else is going to suffer. Isn't that? Oh, I wish there was just like a button that we could push that just put everything back in balance. It's a lot of things to worry about. It's like I've been working on my spiritual health and the this and then that and the oh shit, I forgot sleep. And then everything else is crazy, you know? Just can we just have everything all in balance all at once? Spirit said, this is what Spirit said. As soon as I asked that, I was joking, but Spirit answered me anyway. Spirit said, that's how you came into the world. I gave it to you. Y'all fucked it up. Babies are balanced. They cry, they sleep, they eat, they poop, they worry about nothing, they laugh, they forget things 2 minutes after it happens. I'm talking about toddlers. They're balanced. All right. Interesting. Just as I was talking about all of that, I was pulling a card from Dragon Path. Y'all really enjoy this deck, and y'all know what I got. Serene. I think Spirit wants us all to take a nap. First, we got Hypnos, we got Balance, and now we have Serene. Take a deep breath. Everybody just do that. Maybe we can't nap, maybe we can't sleep, but everybody can take. There we go. Just a second of peace. Everybody can do that. All right, let me see what this is. It's card 22. Like numbers that add up to 4. 22. Serene. A message from this dragon. Gently flowing water. Water again. We had all cups and now we have water again. Gently flowing water and warm summer breeze depict this dragon's energy beautifully. Serene connects to the calm and resilient energy of Mother Mary, so you can rest assured that life is going to settle down, especially if it has been rather turbulent of late. She says, I am the lapping of waves and the morning sun. Allow me to wrap you in my blue cloak of tranquility and accept my presence as pure calm settles around you. When your inner perceptions shift, so will your outer world experiences. Remember that the tranquility you seek lies within. The volatile outside scenario is only a mirror of turbulence inside. Call upon me to guide you to that peace of heaven you crave. Observe your life experiences changing as they begin to mirror your inner feelings of serenity. I love that. I'm going to show y'all this again because as I was reading that and imagining this beautiful, gentle giant just wrapping its big wings around me, creating this space of peace and calm, I thought maybe y'all would like a visual. Can y'all picture that big, gentle? I think it's soft and fluffy. I think it feels like a soft little fluffy bunny. That's what I'm imagining. Soft like the clouds, just wrapping its arms around me. And the energy of Mother Mary is right there too. All that calm, serene energy. So that was the dragon speaking. And then the message from the card is, she encourages us to go gently with ourselves. We are quick to nurture others, but often neglect our own needs. We must feed ourselves with what brings us joy and makes us feel alive. As we accept that we are important, our worldly experiences will reshape and shift in a positive way. Have you accepted that you are important in this grand scheme of things? Ooh, that was a good card, y'all. That was a good card. Oh, someone said their child came in to nap just as the last few cards about rest and relaxation were pulled. I love that. And someone was just napping before they joined the call. I love it. Look at Spirit lining stuff up to surprise and delight us. Okay, the next deck is the numerology deck. Interesting. This card might be specific to some of you, but I'm sure there's a message in there for all of us. It's card number 78, and it says spiritual career. Interesting. This card indicates an opportunity to embark upon a career in the mind, body, spirit arena. This could be full or part-time venture. It's entirely up to you. You may already have the credentials to begin this work now, or you may require further study before you're ready to start. Whatever your situation, this card is confirmation that you have genuine talents and abilities that need to be put to good use. You may decide to work as a clairvoyant, a life coach, homeopath, or healer and see clients from your home. Or try your hand at being a card reader, numerologist, and astrologist at your local mind body spirit fair. You may choose to be a writer of inspirational books or blogs, or conduct workshops in the community. Regardless of what you do, and however big or small the scheme, you can turn it into a career with the potential for success. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are leading you to embark upon a spiritual career. Only you can know when the time is right, but no matter what, you must believe you will succeed. Remove the limiting beliefs that are preventing you from moving forward. Release your anxieties and trust the divine. When you focus on being of service, rather than your worries, doubts, and fears, the universe will send you opportunities to serve. An affirmation: I serve the greater good and I am given all that I need. I love that message. I feel that that message probably tapped into quite a few of your askings. I know some of you are already in the process of launching businesses and whatnot, or you are already spiritual practitioners. For those of you that are already doing the work, that's just a confirmation that yes, this is your calling. Yes, you are moving in accordance with your own soul's desires and also in accordance with the divine alignment. For those of you that are like, no, I'm good where I'm at. I have no desire whatsoever to be a spiritual practitioner. I have a spiritual career. That's cool. That card came up to say, just because spiritual path is not your career choice, that doesn't mean that you cannot incorporate more spirituality into whatever your career choice is. If you are a number cruncher in an analytical office and you don't even see people for most of your days, you can still incorporate spirituality. You can rejoice and say, yay, every time you come across a repeating number and call it an angel number in your day-to-day work. There's so many ways that you can incorporate spirituality in your chosen career choice. If having an actual spiritual practice is not your calling, you can still incorporate spirituality. So let's see. We have 9 minutes left. Oh, that deck is calling to me. So is that one. I don't know. I have so many decks. Where should we go? Keepers of the Light. And then I think I know what my other card is. Because Spirit is telling us to find our balance and find peace. I'm going to do that one too. But Keepers of the Light, they're jumping out at me. Almost lost my cards. But this one jumped out and then flipped over. So I'm going to take that as I don't need to shuffle no more. We're going to go with this one. I haven't pulled this one before. Interesting. I don't know who he is or who they are. El Moria. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. I like that one. Let me show y'all the card one more time because there's a lot going on. It looks like sacred geometry behind him, but points of light. He's definitely got that blue cloak. He's got sacred geometry there on his what do you call it? I was going to say breastplate, but it's not a breastplate. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. And a crystal. Jillian, he has a crystal on his head. I don't know what that crystal is. Maybe it's sapphire. Let's see what his story and message is. I don't know. I have not pulled him before. Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region in the Indian subcontinent, in the 19th century. a powerful family that ruled Kashmir in the 19th century. It is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. This wise soul is now able to help us remove any energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. Ooh. For those of y'all who have been asking, who have been hearing, remove what is not serving you. And y'all hear that in probably every fucking spiritual gathering that you go to. And maybe some of you are walking away saying, but how do I do that? This message is for you. I fully feel that. This entity, this energy is coming to you with this message. He is a wonderful guide to call on if we are unsure if something is real or not. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and the universe itself. The extended message: spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are clearing your energy before putting on protection. Clearing your energy before putting on that's like changing your drawers but not washing your ass. Some of y'all have been doing that. And it's saying first you got to clean it, then put the protection on. I had to put it in practical terms for y'all. Almora is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you, there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. I really like that. So there's another entity / energy that you can be more specific and more focused, calling in that energy, calling in that knowledge possessed by this individual who walked the earth, who specifically worked with clearing things that don't serve them. Call in the wisdom of that energy, the wisdom that resides in non-physical, to help you clear out what doesn't serve you, to help you do all of the other things, to help you wash and cleanse before you go about protecting yourself. Jen, that is a party foul. You cannot waste coffee in such a manner. Jen just spit her coffee out. I am mourning the loss of coffee. All right. Oh, that's good, Stacey. Good. Okay, one moment. I'm going to drop some links for those who are on the live call. I will be sure to put these links into the YouTube description later. Thank you so much for joining me on YouTube. I am unable to reply to comments, but I'm glad you're here. And I'm shuffling, y'all. I'm shuffling. We got a lot of cards about finding our balance, releasing, returning to normal. We're going to go with this last deck. Girl, I don't even remember. I can try to go through real quick once I pull this last card. Okay, this is the last card for y'all. Check out my meetup calendar for upcoming events. Inner fucking peace. Let's find our calm. The card I pulled: chop wood, carry vodka. I like that because vodka used to be my drink of choice. Now my body is rejecting alcohol and I'm very upset about that. But the other side says, cheers to enjoying life. You're welcome. Enjoy life. Let's end with that note. Also, the spiritually joyous is coming back to mind. So Brief recap, since someone asked for it. I'm gonna go through it real quick. Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, King of Cups, Justice, and Strength. I do not remember all of the others. I do remember Hypnos, the Greek god from the Gods and Titans. The dragon card was Serene. And you're going to have to get with Misha to figure out all the rest. All right. Thank you, everyone. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you take this guidance, and I hope it helps you and guides you divinely, inspires you. Please remember, the first card was an action card. So let's not overthink all of these messages too much. Let's put something into action, even the smallest bit. That's what Spirit is asking us to do this week. And I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing, magical, manifested week. And I will see some of you at the end of this week in Denver. Yay! Oh, next week, not on a Monday, but I didn't cancel it. I'll still be out of town. Not on a Monday. I moved it to Tuesday. So I'm still going to see y'all next week, but it'll be on a Tuesday. Thank y'all. Bye.